But first, the IVF gamble specialists warn doesn't always pay off. Medical reasons aside, freezing eggs has become a popular choice for many women who want to pursue their careers, travel or simply wait to find Mr. Right. But tonight, as Tiffany Warne reports, leading Adelaide fertility doctors say women need to be aware of the risks.
You can't always tell what's going to happen with your fertility. So for me, it puts my mind at ease knowing that there is this partial backup plan there.
There is a sort of insurance policy, but bearing in mind that it's not foolproof, it's not 100%.
We can do it all. We can have the career, we can have the family, but Mother Nature, will thwart us.
At the age of 32, sexologist Dr. Nikki Goldstein is in control of everything in her life: her career, her social calendar and her fertility.
When I started doing research from my book, I started interviewing fertility experts, and I found out that at the age of 29, the guarantee was not what I thought it would be if I were to freeze my eggs.
One good frozen egg has approximately 4% chance to become a live birth.
According to Fertility SA Medical Director Dr. Bruno Radicic, social egg freezing is becoming more common for women who don't have a medical reason to put their eggs on ice.
Social egg freezing is a term used when women are concerned about their biological clock and would like to freeze eggs as an insurance policy, having not found the right partner, amongst other reasons.
For Nikki, going ahead with the procedure has given her time to find Mr. Right, instead of being pressured to settle for Mr. Right now.
You hear that voice in your head that says, hang on, how much time do you have if you want to have a family? And I feel like this is what drives women into relationships that maybe are not right or they're not ready for.
And knowing the odds, Nikki is considering upping her insurance plan with another round of treatment.
You need approximately over 20 to 25 eggs frozen to give you a reasonable chance of live birth.
So I've got currently 8 eggs frozen. I think that's the scary thing that's probably motivating me to look at a second round.
The egg freezing process is very similar to IVF.
Women take injections for about 10 days or so, and they need to have a couple of blood tests and pelvic ultrasound scan. And following this, they generally need to have a light anesthetic for about 15 minutes to retrieve eggs, which is done as a small surgical procedure.
It's just very uncomfortable. You feel very bloated, you feel very heavy in the stomach, you feel very emotional.
But there's a reason it's only a partial backup plan, with women being warned not to delay freezing their eggs.
So optimum age to freeze eggs is somewhere between 30 and 35. Women do freeze eggs even later, but success rates are generally having a live birth afterwards are lower.
And don't wait too long to use them.
Just because that there's 8 eggs there now doesn't mean that if we try to use those eggs, they will be successful, every one of them.
If women wait until age 40 to use those eggs and then find out that those eggs will not end up in good ongoing pregnancy or live birth, then women are then left with very few choices, very few options of using the eggs at that age, when everything becomes so much more complicated and difficult.
As this type of freezing doesn't have a diagnosis of infertility, Medicare doesn't apply, leaving women to fund the treatment themselves.
The costs vary around the country, and they're anywhere between $6,000 and $12,000 per one cycle of egg retrieval and freezing. The ongoing cost of maintaining eggs frozen per year ranges around $400 to $600.
Real Housewives star Lisa Oldfield has seen firsthand the pain of waiting too late to start a family when her best friend received devastating news at age 37.
Turns out she was perimenopausal, so had to go overseas to try and find a donor egg. Spent 2 years and $50,000 pursuing that path. It came to naught. It was just very lucky that I guess she had a friend in me and I was able to donate my eggs, and and the happy ending to that story is that she has a baby.
Lisa is now an advocate for female fertility, encouraging ladies to be more aware of their biological clock and lobbying businesses to help foot the bill.
Working with these organisations to say to their female employees, we value you as employees, as part of the team. We want you to stay on long term. We want to attract really good female talent, so we will pay for your fertility treatment. So you don't have to worry about leaving, for settling for Mr. Second Best. We're giving you choice.
So if it's something you're seriously considering, don't put off the doctor's appointment any longer.
I believe it's definitely something worth doing, but bearing in mind that it's not foolproof, it's not 100%, it's something to help them to go through the next 5 or 10 years of their life.